Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic and or phenomenal day. Taking a look at QNT, Quant, seeing what's going on. This is a request I get a lot. Figure we jump on back into the charts. It's been a few days since I covered it last. We can see this ascending trend line we've broken free from, which is nice. A lot of coins do have the same pattern and or setup, so that's one thing. The second thing I want to look at though, of course, is this potential breakout situation here. We're essentially establishing higher lows and seemingly higher highs, but we also got this little bit of a shelf here we want to look at. So we're going to take a look at a few things here today, make sure we understand key levels, support and resistances, and just kind of go from there. So if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Hope you can learn something. If you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is the site. Link down below. I've got a trading academy, community, and signals group. Heads up, our signals look a little something like this here, where we essentially take what longs or shorts. This is a Solana long, for example, near protocol long. 27, 35%, somewhere in that range for some local longs. And then, of course, we took some shorts from Bitcoin on the way down last week. So a lot of cool little situations here, but generally speaking, the structure, I provide you with entry targets, sell targets, and essentially a stop loss. And in validation levels, too, with our trade setups, trade alerts. Those are also available in my Discord, so you kind of get specific details on coins I'm looking to take trades with. Okay, so let's take a look here. QNT. Backend data is unavailable on high block capital, so we don't have any specific liquidation levels that we can look at. But that's okay, you can still do a lot without it. What we want to look at here is key resistance levels. So first of all, we're testing this level here for like the third or fourth time, that 67.80 mark. Hypothetically, we close above that, we should be able to see the price continue to run from there. However, at this point, it's not like a guarantee. We got a lot of resistances above us, okay? So again, every single moving average is above the price action on the daily, generally construed as like a resistance range. So if you're gonna take a long, for example, a long from here to roughly the 69.20 mark might make the most sense because we're gonna see some resistance there with a lot of moving averages and of course that golden pocket. We're under 50 on the RSI, money flow index is increasing, MACD is converging. If you were to look here, it's almost there. Not fully converged, of course, but generally speaking, we're on the verge of some great things here next couple days, right? Once more, today's bullish engulfing candle, very, very good start. Stochastic RSI also swinging up. So those are some positive things on the daily, just not full on breakout situation where you want to kind of buy into it. However, you do take a look here, you can kind of see this pretty obvious level where the price action is rejected out at about 67.80. We can see we're testing that right now and potentially going to break through free from that. So there's a strong chance we will see the price continue higher based on the pattern that we're seeing in the last 24 to 48 hours. But generally speaking, if Bitcoin does pull back a little bit, we may see this level hold and the price may not pass that threshold. So that's good and bad depending on how you look at it. The daily time frame is kind of neutral, for lack of better terms. Or we got the 4 hour letting us know we've shifted momentum. Money flow index, RSI in a good sweet spot there. Stochastic swinging up. MACD converging, trend strength index is over 0. Those are all positive signs. And more importantly, the 20 and the 50-day SMA right here below the price action. And this local point of control too, if we look at the range, ever since we've been in like the $63 to $71 range, we've seen the most amount of volume just below the price action. So open interest is like $66.50, $67, and we're above that. That's generally construed as a positive sign. So that's a really, really good thing here. And if we take a look at the hourly, we can kind of recognize as well that we are seeing a lot of confirming factors. There's no reason to consider closing your long position if you have one open. Taking a long position, you could definitely consider that. Maybe advantageous to consider maybe just a slight pullback too. We could very well see the price pull back to this local area of support and bounce. But once more, either a breakout or a pullback to that next key fib level at low 67 would make sense. So a lot of times in situations like this, if I'm not sure how far the price is going to go, I'm going to go ahead and take entry now and then take another 50% or perhaps add to my position at a lower price point to average down and then essentially continue higher. If the price goes to a certain level, which in this case somewhere below 670, that would tell me that we've invalidated and it may be advantageous to consider closing your long position. Okay, so again, a lot of times I'll average into my position or out of it and make sure if I identify an invalidation level, I close my trade before it hits that stop loss. That's generally what we're going to look at here. Again, there's a fair value gap pretty low. I don't think that's a cause for concern at this point, considering how well we've done to break this local range. So if all goes well here, the price runs towards 68, 69.50, and or pulls back to 67, I would be interested in considering a long here. So I'm going to go ahead and set an alert in that range to see if that might be worthwhile. Again, that's pretty much it. Straightforward, simple stuff. Either way, look at it. Deeply appreciate you watching. Hitting the like button if you haven't already. Do yourself a favor. Join us over at Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. link down below. You get some awesome rewards for using this link to register. And this does go for anyone who's already in our community, so just know you're automatically eligible if you've done so in the past. I hope you benefit from that, and thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you next one. Take care.